Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Break with CARD, La Hora del Cafecito Sister Show. My name is Luis Quiñones, and I would like to welcome you to the show. Coffee Break with CARD is a program dedicated to all those in our community who are living with autism, to their family members, and all those who support them. So come on in, join us at the table, and let us know if you're drinking a cup of coffee with us. We'd love to say hello to you. In today's program, we will be sharing a video of an interview that we did in the community at the Courtney Campbell Causeway 2 Saturdays ago on October 21st, where numerous cyclists joined us and joined together to cycle for autism, the Rotary Club's annual fundraiser for us, CARD-USF, and USF's ABA program. And I had the pleasure of interviewing the current president of the Midtown Rotary Club, Jeremy Twachtman. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the previous president, Kathryn Barry. This is a new format that we want to bring to this show so that you have an opportunity to see us in the community, first of all, and that we can bring to you images of what certain provider locations might look like. In this case, what the setting looked like, and while also having the opportunity for us to be live in the air, interacting with you so you can ask us questions and make comments. And so I think it's going to be a lot of fun, this new format. The format in the future is only going to get better. I'm a newbie at this, so you will see that the video was recorded in a vertical format instead of a horizontal format. That will get better next time. But anyway, so be a little bit patient as we learn to navigate around this new format. All right. So in the meantime, let's start out by introducing to you your hostesses for today. As I mentioned before, my name is Lourdes Quiñones. I am a CARD consultant assigned to the group of young early childhood children in here at CARD. And I am professionally, I'm a pediatric physical therapist as well as a special education teacher. And I am joined by my colleague, Jasmine Castellano. Buenos dias, Jasmine.
Buenos dias. Good morning, everyone.
And as you know, Jasmine is an excellent professional in the field of mental health. She's a CARD consultant assigned to the youth group from middle age to young adults. And she's a mother of 3 children, one of whom is diagnosed with autism. So welcome, Jasmine.
Thank you, Lourdes.
And as you know, our colleague Olivia had her baby girl. So she's not going to be joining us for a few months. She's in maternity leave. So we send her our love. If she's watching, thank you to all of you for your well wishes. And we know she is enjoying her family. So we look forward to seeing her again in the future. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my internet this morning. So if I go away, Jasmine is going to pick it up from there. Okay. So bear with us. Okay. So before we get started, we want to review the rules by which we want to adhere during this programming as usual. So remember to keep an open mind, maintain a positive attitude, and use respectful language. And so, Jasmine, before we move on, is there someone in the audience that we need to say hello to and comments?
Yes, let me see. We have Kimberly, we have Rose, and we have Therese.
And your dog is having a blast this morning.
I know. I don't know what's going on with her. That's my baby now.
Yes. She's making her entrance in the show. Anyway, all right. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, like I mentioned, in today's program, we'll be sharing a video of an interview that we did in the community at the Courtney Campbell Causeway in the past October 21st, where numerous cyclists joined together to cycle for autism, the Rotary Club's annual fundraiser for us here at CARD-USF, as well as USF ABA program. And I had the pleasure of interviewing the current president from the Midtown Rotary Club, Jeremy Twachtman, as well as the previous president, Kathryn Barry. Now we're going to play the video, the interview, but at the end of it, on the other side of it, we're going to come back. So be sure to be here. We're going to finish the show. This is, like I mentioned, a new format that we're going to be using because we plan to go in the community in the future and do some interviews out in the community while still doing the rest of the show here live so that
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video now because Lourdes got frozen in there.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I'll ask the past president about herself.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Jeremy Twachtman, current president of Tampa Midtown Rotary Club. And I have always just had a mindset of wanting to serve in some capacity, whether as a kid in my church or in my Boy Scout troop, and through earning Eagle Scouts and eventually working for the Boy Scouts of America, and before that working in a lot of different nonprofit realms. And so service was always kind of a part of who I was and who I wanted to be, both personally and professionally. And so joining up with Rotary just was a natural fit. It worked out my company wanted me to get involved with the community, and I wanted to get involved a place where I could both have an impact but also just be fulfilled personally. And Rotary, again, checks all those boxes to be able to have an impact in the community in a variety of ways, both locally and nationally, internationally. And then also just feel good about what I'm doing with some people I enjoy being with. And so I've been involved with Rotary now for just about 3 years. And so it's not a tremendously long time, but I've enjoyed it each and every time. Now, maybe COVID years, it seems like even longer, but it's been a wonderful several years. And now I've been president of the club just for a handful of months, but it's been an enjoyable time to step into the role and to serve my club in this way. And this is my first chance to do this Cycling for Autism event as our president. And so I've been excited and kind of geared up for it, and I'm glad it's here and we're doing it and people are out riding, so it's happening. So I'm wonderful, very glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you for that answer. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Kathryn Barry. I'm the immediate past president of the Tampa Midtown Rotary Club. I have been a Rotarian for 18 years, 5 in this club. I've been very blessed to be a Rotarian in and out of the United States. And that's one thing about Rotary is, I see riders coming back in now. One thing is Rotary is it's international. I'm an example of that. The reason why I joined Rotary was one of Rotary's major focuses is the eradication of polio, and my mother is a polio survivor. So that's where Rotary really grabbed me. I've always been philanthropic, enjoy the helping with fundraising and development, and this really gave me an opportunity to be a part of Rotary and be a part of something that's international. But we do things here in the community as well. So that was something that really drew me to Rotary. It's not just international, it's local too. And this event is really all local because Cycling for Autism is for our wonderful partners at USF CARD and ABA. And it's been such a fabulous partnership. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we had to stop for a few years. So I was part of the 2019 group, and then last year when we were able to bring it back, it was really it was so nice to see riders coming back to us and saying, "Gosh, we missed you the last few years. We're so glad that you're back." And I see them, back every year. So really, that's my why for Rotary and the Tampa Midtown Rotary.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And just as a side, my dad was a Rotarian himself. I was telling Kathryn, in Puerto Rico. So I grew up in Rotary clubs over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My kids did as well. So.
Great event. Anyway, so can you tell me about the Cycling for Autism event? A little bit more about it. What is it? When did it get started? You know, any pertinent information that you think it's worth sharing with our audience?
Yeah, sure. So this is our 12th annual Cycling for Autism event. And as Kathryn mentioned, we did have a COVID hiatus of a couple years. So not exactly 12 years ago did we start this event, but thereabouts a dozen or more years ago. And as she also mentioned, we partner with CARD and ABA at USF, and ultimately it's to help support families with autism that are dealing with that in the community that CARD does so well, and ABA through all the things they do with research and finding new and innovative solutions to help those families. And so ultimately Rotary is about giving back. It's about service to the community. I certainly can't tell you, maybe Kathryn can, about the genesis of this, but every Rotary Club kind of tries to find an opportunity in the community, a need that they can fill. And our predecessors, a dozen plus years ago, found this as a need that could be filled in the community that wasn't being filled, and two wonderful beneficiaries that could use the support and wanted to be partners in all of this. And so we've just kept it going, because not only do we have wonderful partners in CARD and ABA and all that they're doing to help this event, our club has really bought into it over the years, even through the COVID hiatus and wanting to bring it back. But the community support and coming out as not just riders, but sponsors of riders and then corporate sponsors of the event. So it shows that there is a desire to help in this manner. And so, our club is going to keep doing it as long as we can, because it's a worthy cause, and we know it's doing real good in the community.
And we raised over $220,000 over the last 11 years, and we're going to be adding to that this year. And really that is because we have amazing corporate sponsors. We make those phone calls, and every year after year they're like, I'm in. So that's really important. And our rider sponsors as well. I mean, we have, some of our riders, several $1,000s in sponsorships. Some people don't even realize that not only can you join, but you can ask people to support you as a sponsor. And we added a team component this year where we have teams. That's going to be expanded next year as well. So it just keeps growing.
And in addition, we have the virtual rider option, where people that are like, I love this, I want to participate, the weekend's just not good for me, come as a virtual rider and still collect rider sponsors and get people on board and support. Because ultimately, the ride is kind of the afterthought of the whole thing, because ultimately we want to support the community, and in this and CARD and ABA specifically. And so those that can't be here in person are able to still help support the event in a significant way.
That's amazing, because as we know, the numbers keep getting larger, and they have to get smaller in order to get larger. So now we're 1 in 36 children ages 8 throughout the nation are diagnosed with autism. So everyone, it seems, is impacted by autism one way or another, whether it's in their immediate family, or it's in a related family member, or even a friend of a friend. But it's one of those things. So this is an amazing opportunity for everyone to be involved in a very worthy cause. So thank you for doing that. So my next question, I guess, will be, how can the community begin to join this effort, the different formats, whether it's they want to join the Rotary Club to be involved more actively, or whether they want to join just this event? Can you expand just a little bit on what you think is more important? You don't have to hit every point, but the one that you would like to have this opportunity to share with our audience right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, there's several ways, as you alluded to be able to participate, not just in this event, but more broadly. So, but specifically for this event, as we've already mentioned a couple times, but it bears repeating, you can come out and ride. So we hope that anybody listening that hasn't already come out either in the past or this year will join us next year. And we will be doing this again around this same time. And as soon as we can nail down dates, we will get those things out to everybody, and you'll be seeing it kind of plastered in the community. Come out and ride. It's a fun time. You'll get some good food. You'll have it's a beautiful day out today, so you'll have a fun time riding. And again, you'll help a cause. You can be a rider sponsor, whether you know somebody riding or not. You can sponsor an individual or a team. And then you can also just corporately sponsor the event as a whole, whether as an individual or through your business or company. You can come out and sponsor. And then we, if you have an opportunity for an in-kind donation, there's many ways that you can participate in this event specifically. If just coming out to volunteer on the day, and we have so many wonderful USF volunteers out here today, this morning, and we can't do this event without them. And so even more would be wonderful as we look to grow this event, growing more volunteers. So many ways to get involved. And then our Rotary Club, you are always welcome for those listening to come and join us on the second and fourth Thursday of the month at the St. Leo Tampa Education Center for lunch at 12 o'clock. And we have our bi-monthly meeting there. And we have a great time of fellowship and connection. We always learn something new because we have a speaker come in and talk about a variety of topics. And so it's a great time to come and learn and get together, but also be a part of the club, be a part of events like this and other things we do as a club throughout the year to help in many different ways. One major one with Rotary International is helping end polio. And that is a huge thing that Rotary does. Our club is a part of that. And those that may be interested in being a part of our club can be a part of that as well.
And then I'll add that if you happen to be listening and you're not in the Tampa area, or you're in a different part of Tampa than the Midtown area, to think about Rotary. There are many clubs all over the world. We have 1.4 million Rotarians around the world. Like I said, I've been a member of 4 clubs. It's really amazing how no matter where you go as a Rotarian, you are welcomed as a Rotarian. It's a very big family, let's just say. So if giving back to the community, giving back to different organizations internationally is something that calls to you, look for a Rotary Club in your area, because we all do work together as Rotarians to make things like this happen.
Yeah, and you'll see out there, if you're out in the community in front of community halls and churches and many other meeting places, the Rotary wheel that you see on Kathryn and I's shirts that may just have a sign out there showing that Rotary meets there. And you can visit TampaMidtownRotary.org to check out more about our club, but also Rotary.org to find out more about Rotary just nationally and internationally. And as Kathryn said, the club that may be in your area if you're not local to Tampa.
Amazing. So I guess I'm going to give you an opportunity right now to touch on another component that I perhaps have not asked you about. So at this point, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience that you think it's important that we haven't covered already?
I think, again, I want to highlight Rotary's work with ending polio internationally and just the tremendous work that's being done there. And so even if joining a Rotary Club is not in the cards for you, I'd encourage you to go to Rotary.org and see what Rotary International is doing to end polio and how you might be able to get involved in that. And so it's been a 40-year mission, 50-year mission of Rotary International to do this, and we're right on the cusp of being able to say that polio is eradicated from this earth, which is amazing. And so I really encourage you to check that out. There's ways to get involved, or just at minimum donate and help support that cause. And we're not in decades away. We're in months away from that being a thing that we as Rotary and the world can say that it's done. So that's a tremendous way that anybody anywhere listening to this can go online and find out more information and see how you can get involved. And certainly our club is a part of that. But it doesn't start or stop with our club, and so anybody can get involved in that.
Great. Maybe your website?
Good question. Well, I know that we've got TampaMidtownRotary.org is our website, but I think that I just implore the people listening to continue to do what you can to support CARD, support ABA and their mission and what they do. We're very proud and honored to be a partner and to to do this event to help them with their mission, which is so important. It's wonderful when we come to a day like today and people bring their children, and everyone gets to see what CARD and ABA are doing on a daily basis. They work very hard, and we're really pleased to be able to support them on that.
Awesome. Great. So that brings us to the end of this conversation. I am honored to be here today. CARD is at this event. Obviously, we have our table, our public awareness table. So if you happen to be in the area next time, be sure to stop by and see us whenever we are in the community. Stop by our table, ask us questions. We have enough resources to provide to you. So please come by, say hello. We'd love to say hi to you. So thank you for watching.
And go Bulls!
Go Bulls! We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. That was our first time doing a community event. I hope you can hear me. If you can stop sharing the screen now so we can come back. There we go. All right. So that was amazing. I'm so excited for this new format because I can see us visiting in the community, some new locations. So I wanted to really thank Jeremy and Kathryn, who did a wonderful job. This was on the spot request. We had no script. We had no plans before that. It was very spontaneous. So I just really want to thank Jeremy Twachtman and Kathryn Barry from the Midtown Rotary Club, and everyone who sponsored that event and donated and came out to ride in this year's Cycling for Autism event to support us here at CARD-USF and USF ABA programs. We thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We really do. And wanted to take on right now any comments or questions that we may have before we move on and to the end of the program. Do we have any comments, questions?
I have a comment from Millie regarding ABA therapy in Polk County, and she's asking why in Polk County there's a lack of ABA therapy for kids ages 8 and up. So I've been chatting with her, trying to help her separate on that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's really another topic, but yeah, it's so hard to get ABA all together. But thank you for answering that question with her, Jasmine. So we'll move on to talk about the fact that in the future we continue to come to you live every other Friday. So our next time is going to be November 17th, God willing. And so be sure to mark your calendars for that. I hope you can join us then. And also going to ask you for a little favor. As usual, we're going to be sharing the link for our survey. It's 6 little questions, very easy to just take 2 seconds for you to rate us and let us know how we're doing, how this kind of programming is serving you. If this is something that you think is worth continuing to bring to the air for you, this is how we can justify the time that it takes us to produce this type of programming and to be on the air with you. So thank you in advance. Even if you've done it before, we need one of these every time we come out of the air. So thank you for taking the time very quickly. All right, so that brings us to the end of the show. I do not want to leave without reminding you to please remember to give us a like, to share this video on your page and with all those who you think can benefit from this type of programming. And also remember to join next year, Cycling for Autism. Go out, have a great day with your family, riding your bike and donating and supporting us, CARD, and the Rotary Club. And also be sure to meet us here every other Friday around 10:45-ish. And so we can share a cup of coffee with you and spill the beans on topics that are related to autism. All right. So until then, we want to wish you good vibes and hot coffee. See you then. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.